Hi, Tanya. Father-in-law told me that you're planning to renovate the house and it's going to be big. Is this true? Hi, Allison. How are you, honey? Yes, since our house is pretty old, I was thinking about renovating the house soon and, been thinking about the future. That's great. Do you have a vision of how you want the new house to look like? Not yet, actually. I might decide with Michelle. What? Why are you asking Michelle? Isn't it normal for you to discuss it with the wife of your oldest son? What? Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is that Michelle got married last month, so I don't think that she knows you well like I do. We've known each other for like 5 years, right? Yes, but I felt bad because you live far from here. I do live far, but please talk to me about it first. Just because Michelle lives close doesn't mean you can only discuss it with her. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you cared so much about this. It's okay. I kinda knew that you were planning on renovating the house soon, plus ask me for advice, so that's why I already wrote some ideas on a paper. So, why don't you leave it up to me? I will make the perfect two-family house. What? Two-family house? I thought that you said that you've been thinking about the future. Wouldn't a two-family house be perfect? Oh, I want the entrance, kitchen, and the bathroom to be separated. I will send you my idea that I put together, so please look when you have the time, because I don't want a house to look terrible. 1 week later.
Hi, Tanya. It's Michelle. Allison sent me her idea of the new house. Can you tell me what's going on?
Hi, Michelle. Sorry for not letting you know, honey. She heard that I'm going to be renovating the house and said that she needs to take part. Seems like she studied how to build houses, so that's really helpful.
Tanya, Allison definitely wants the house when the renovation is finished.
What do you mean?
Don't you think that it's weird for her to be wanting to be involved in this so much? I don't know if she knows that the new house is going to be for you and us. She thinks that the new house is going to be yours and hers.
Really? I don't think so. I didn't tell Allison that, plus she told me at the wedding that she doesn't want to live with me.
She said that?
Mike got transferred to a different company right after the wedding, but she was pregnant, so I reached out to her and asked if she would like to live with me, because I thought she would feel lonely, but she said hell no.
Wow, she is so mean.
At the beginning, we didn't have a good relationship, but it got better after she moved. So it was really kind of her to send me ideas for the new house.
I see. I guess I was thinking too much. Sorry for being suspicious of her.
Don't worry about it. I know she sent us like a lot of ideas for the house, so it does look like she wants to live here. Well, I am looking at her ideas and now I was thinking, two-family house is not bad actually.
I just don't like how everything is separated. I definitely want a shared space to share with you, Tanya.
Thank you. Let's take time and think about it. Allison's idea is just an example.
Sure.
Let's meet up soon and make the perfect home. 6 months later. Hi, Tanya. Seems like the renovation is not finished yet, but I love the house. This is exactly what I imagined. You're at the house now? Yup. Mike is still working, so I came with the kids. You don't even come during holidays, so I'm surprised. So what? We're going to be meeting every day, so don't be surprised. What? After I move in, we're going to meet every day, which I really don't want, so why don't we make a rule? Since there's one living room, how about using it separately? I will use it during the day and you use it 4 or 5 p.m.? Why are you the one making the rules? Do you have a problem? I'm the wife of your oldest son, so I will be in control, okay? So all you have to do is keep your mouth shut and listen to me. Hold on. Why are you in control? This is not your house. What are you talking about? We're going to be living together, so don't make a fuss about it. Living together? Yup, you heard what I said. To be honest, I didn't want a two-family house, but the entrance and the bathroom are separated, so whatever. I am so confused right now. Why are you going to be living with us? The reason why you are so confused is because you didn't expect us to live together this soon. Sorry for surprising you. What? We're going to be moving in today, even though the house is not finished. Mike will start working at a new company close by and the kids will be changing schools. Are you serious about this? Yes. Oh, come on. You'll be able to live with your grandkids. Didn't you tell me before that you didn't want to live with me? I did? I don't remember. I'm in a tough situation right now, so please understand. What situation? Anyways, I will be living here from today. When will you come? I want to have a family meeting to talk about the rules. You are living in a temporary apartment right now, right? Yes. I was thinking of moving around next week. The first week of the month, right? Perfect. When you move in, please bring 5 grand. This is for the living expense and the rent. What? I thought of splitting the payment in the beginning, but I thought this wasn't fair. Since I will be the busiest person in the family, so I don't need to pay, right? Hold up. 5 grand? Why? Because I can possibly suffer from emotional stress. I will not be paying for the living expense, plus I deserve a pocket money, so that's why it will be 5 grand. Are you for real? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hate to break it to you, but the house is for Michelle's family and mine. What? Pay? Living expenses? Pay rent money? Give me pocket money? I'm moving in today? Are you out of your mind? I'm getting a headache just from talking to you. Wait, are you serious that the house is for Michelle's family and yours? Excuse me? This house is for me and you. I said it loud and clear that this house is for Michelle's family. What the fuck? I didn't tell you about this, but my husband is in bad health, and Michelle's family asked if it would be nice if we lived together. They said that? Yes. They were looking for a good place to build a house but couldn't find anywhere, so that's why they chose this house to renovate. Seriously? So this is not the house that I'm going to live? How many times do I need to tell you that it's not? Also, you're the one that told me that you didn't want to live together. How did you jump into conclusion that it's your house?
Then don't talk about it to begin with. I didn't know it was for Michelle's family.
Well, now you know. I will be living with them, and not you. Are there any rooms for us? Of course not. I assumed that you will never visit us, so that's why I didn't make an extra room. Didn't I just come today? I mean, for holidays, you never come to visit us. So I thought it would be a waste to make an extra room. So I used that space to make the living room bigger. What will happen to us though? We all prepared to move in. Well, sorry, but I can't do anything. It's your fault. So please deal with it yourself. Why are you being so mean? Who is the one that gave you advice for your new house? I never asked you for advice.
Oh my god, what should I do though? I seriously didn't think that it was going to be their house. I need to tell Mike.
The next day.
Tanya, I found about Allison's situation. I asked Mike.
Oh really? What happened?
Well, she's had a hard time bonding with mom friends. They were all pretty conceited, so I think she was influenced by them. Looks like she was ignoring her husband and forcing her kids to study for the elementary entrance exam.
Oh no. Really? Haven't heard anything about this.
But her kids failed and she said something like, I'm embarrassed to leave the house because my kids were the only ones that failed. She also kept on saying that she wants to leave town.
Wow.
Seems like she spent a lot of money for the entrance exam, so she didn't have enough money to move. I heard millions of dollars. This is when she heard about your house renovation. She took this opportunity to live for free, even though she didn't want to live together with you. I feel bad for Mike. He needs to work very hard to earn money that she spent. Also, she told him that you were really excited to live with them.
Wow. She is so evil.
I know, right? Well, this is everything that I heard.
I'm so sorry for ignoring you, Michelle.
No, please don't apologize. As long as we are able to live together, nothing matters. I will move in from this week, as I said. I'm very excited.
Me too. A week later.
Hey, Tanya, don't you think it would be better to live with us rather than with Michelle's family?
What?
Living with us will be so much better, you know. You'll be able to meet your cute grandkids every day.
What is wrong with you, Allison? I told you no 1,000,000 times.
Please, I already prepared to move in.
Okay. And I'm surprised how self-centered you are. Let me tell you something about Michelle. She was by my side when my husband was taken to the hospital. Where were you? I'd rather love someone who is polite than rude.
I don't believe this.
I heard about your situation, by the way. So you ignored my son and spent millions of dollars for the elementary entrance exam and tried to live with us because you have no money? Why don't you find a job instead of making Mike pay for everything? If you are still thinking that it's Mike's job to pay, then I have something planned. Why don't I become a strict mother-in-law? There are plenty out there.
What? No, Tanya, please.
Have you heard the phrase, work your fingers to the bone? Yeah, this is what you need to do. Do you not know that you need to pay for a lot of things in the future, like your kids' tuition and the house? If you don't work, I can't call you my daughter-in-law anymore.
No, please.
Don't you dare talk back to me. If I say to work, you need to work. Don't expect me to be nice to you anymore. After the incident, Mike was able to return at his old job but went back by himself. He was happy because he told me that he was fighting with Allison every day. Plus, he was able to take care of the money without any problems. Allison and the kids started living at the apartment close from our house with the allowance that Mike sends every month. But since it's not enough, she finally started to work, so after my grandkids finish school, they will come over and stay after she finishes work. I, of course, got permission for this, and Mike sends me money for token of appreciation every month. As of today, I am living my best life. What more could I ask for?
Hey, sis. I just wanted to say congratulations. I heard from Dad that you got engaged.
Thanks, Abby.
I mean, who would have thought that you were ever getting engaged? Wow. I guess there are really people in this world with odd preferences. Who on earth would actively choose an ugly person as their wife?
Haha, very funny.
Are you sure this isn't some type of fraud? We both know that no one in their right mind would try to date a nerd like you, who doesn't even do her nails. Neither did I think you had any interest in men. You seem like the type to be reading instead of going on dates.
You went out of your way and messaged me just to say that? Is it so much to ask for a sincere congratulations from you?
You're getting congratulated plenty enough by Dad and the rest of our family. Someone needs to show you your place. Ever since we were little, you were the smart one. You went to a good college and you got to work at a great company. And now you get to have a happy marriage? You're the daughter of our parents' dreams. Really? I hope you're enjoying kissing their feet like this.
Really, Abby?
Can you really imagine how it's like to be the younger sister of such a prodigy? Mom and Dad are probably gonna start comparing me to you again, and they'll start asking me when I'm gonna get married. I'm tired of hearing the line, "Just learn from your sister." Why do you keep torturing me like this? Just seeing you carry your life with such ease makes me want to puke. Mom and Dad are just worried about you, and that's why they say all of those things. You know, that they just want the best for you. And if you don't want them saying those things for you, then I suggest that you try and getting an actual job for once. What did you just say to me? I heard about everything from Dad. You got fired from your part-time job in 3 days again, right? You've been doing this over and over again, ever since you graduated from high school. Why wouldn't Mom and Dad be worried for you? Shut up! I only got fired because my hard-headed boss wouldn't let it slide when I was 3 hours late. He's the one who needs to learn how to forgive people. But guess what? Mom and Dad just get angry at me for it. You'd never understand how I feel. Always getting praised for every single step you take. Abby, don't expect everything to keep going your way, because I know for a fact that things between you and me are going to even out. I'll make sure that they do.
Hey, Jess. Do you have a minute? I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Hey, honey, what's up?
I'm sorry about this being so sudden, but I need you to break up with me. I can't get married to you. I'm sorry.
What do you mean you can't get married with me? Is this a prank or something? What have I ever done to make you regret proposing to me?
Nothing. You're an absolutely amazing person, Jess. And I'm grateful for all the time that I got to spend together with you. But I found someone that I just know is the person for me.
Who?
I don't want you to freak out, but it's actually Abby. I decided that I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And if you care for me, then you'd want the best for me, right?
What? Abby? Like my sister? What? You just met someone else with the same name, right?
No, I'm talking about your younger sister. We started dating last week.
You were cheating on me?
Well, yeah. I've always thought of her as your cute little sister, but I started to see her as another type of cute, and my feelings started to shift towards her. That's when she hit me up and we started talking through text. She seemed really enthusiastic with getting to know me, and one thing led to another, and I couldn't keep lying to myself. I'm sorry.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. You cheated on me while you were still engaged with me. And of all people, with my little sister? And now you want to cancel our engagement and to get married with her? Are you insane?
I ask that to myself every night, but I can't control my feelings. And my feelings are telling me that I love Abby more than I love you. Do you really want to get married with someone like that? Ever since I started developing feelings for Abby, I can't stand being in the same room with you. I feel like I'm about to suffocate. I think that us splitting and you finding a new partner while I marry the person I love is the best choice for all of us. To be completely honest with you, I've been having my doubts about this marriage for a while. I like you, and I think that you're an earnest, respectable woman, but you just gotta raise again, right? I don't know. I just feel like I'm less valuable when I'm with you. It just isn't as enjoyable as being with someone who I can feel like I'm protecting.
What does me getting a raise have anything to do with your value as a person? You are the one who's been cheering me for the past few years. And my hard work pays off and I get raises. And you suddenly feel less valuable? You should have just told me if you felt that way.
I have my pride. I can't just tell you how I feel. We just didn't click in that sense. Abby is the type who can't do anything by herself. And I feel like I'm the type of person to thrive more when supporting someone like that.
I don't get it. It just seems to me that all you're thinking about is yourself. You support me whenever you feel like it, but you get hurt for no reason after my hard work pays off. And now you cheat on me because you felt like it? I can't believe you. Whatever. Let's split then. I wouldn't want to marry a man who gets hurt and starts cheating because his wife got a raise anyways.
Alright. I guess you're gonna be my sister-in-law from now on then.
Huh? Wait, you still think you can marry my sister?
What? Why not? Nothing's changed from when I was about to marry you.
You're the man who's trying to switch from me to my sister right before the wedding. Do you really think my parents are going to accept you as their son-in-law?
I mean, that doesn't change the fact that their precious daughter is getting married, right? Besides, they've been eager to see either one of you get married, so I'm sure they'll understand the circumstances and allow this to happen.
We'll see about that.
I hope we can put this in the past and support each other as siblings-in-law. This really is a dream come true, being able to marry into a wealthy household like yours with the wife of my dreams. If anything happens, I'm counting on you, sis.
What do you mean by wealthy? My parents are both office workers at ordinary companies.
That's the biggest understatement I heard all year. Have you seen the house they live in? A pair of office workers wouldn't be able to afford that kind of house. I was shook when I first saw it when I came over to say hi to your parents. I expected to see a house and you took me to a castle. Why didn't you ever tell me that you were so rich?
I think there's a misunderstanding here. That house.
Oh yeah, me and Abby are thinking of living in that castle after we get married.
What?
I mean, you see it once in a while, right? Where the married couple moves back in, lives together with their parents. We're thinking of doing that. So when that happens, we're gonna have to ask you to find your own place. I really don't think Abby would like me to be living under the same roof as my ex-girlfriend, you know?
I'm done listening to your stupid favors, Dan. Why do I need to move out so that you two can move in? That makes no sense.
Really, Jess? Two of the people who you care about the most are wanting to move in. Do you really have a choice? Besides, I'm gonna be the only male in this generation for the Stevens family. As the leader of the family, you're gonna need me at the headquarters, you know?
This is so stupid.
Say what you want, but that's just how it's gonna have to be. Abby and I will take good care of the house and your parents, so don't worry. This is the best way for our whole family to thrive.
I built that house, Dan.
What?
You think you're going to be the leader of the house when you get married with Abby? Well, if you're going to want to be the leader of that house, then I'm gonna need you to buy it off of me. Then you'll truly be the leader of that house.
I'm not really getting what you're saying. What do you mean you built that house?
I mean, it's just the way it sounds. I built that house with the money I earned myself.
What?
I did think that it was odd that you decided to make such a risky choice. Cheating on me and trying to marry my own sister? But I get it now. You thought that you would get everything that our family had to offer. Wow. Just wow. All of the love that I built up for you over these years just flushed out like nothing. Thank God you cheated on me. I was about to make the worst mistake of my life, marrying you.
It still does not make any sense, no matter how much I think about it. You built that house with your money. It would take centuries to save up enough to build a house like that. You're lying to try and keep me and Abby from moving in, aren't you?
You really think I'm lying?
Yeah. We're not talking about some big house in the neighborhood. That was a mansion. It would take a few $1 million at the least to build that kind of house. No matter how many raises you're getting, it doesn't add up. You're really trying to tell me that you've been a millionaire all this time.
Yes, I am. I own a patent.
A patent?
Yes, one that I earned during the summer break of 7th grade. I was listing ideas about the kinds of stationery goods that I thought would be a good concept in my notebook. And my parents said that it might be a good idea to get a patent for them. So that's what I did.
Are patents something you can just get when you feel like it?
I mean, it was a lot of work. But my parents were weirdly committed at the time. So we got through. And a stationery goods maker saw my designs and offered me a contract. Lo and behold, now I'm making a very good amount of money off of that contract.
What?
Right now, I have income from both my day job and a contract that I made with my client. So I was able to save up millions. After a while, I decided to build a mansion for myself and my parents. And here I am. This is all thanks to my parents who let me pursue my random passion and took it serious enough to get a patent for me. So I wanted to give back to them, like any normal person would.
Wait. So that huge house is actually owned by you?
Yes,
So even if I marry into your family and become the man of the house, I'll still never own the house.
exactly. Not that I'm ever going to allow you to move into my house anyways.
Why not?
Why would I? Did you really expect me to let you stay in my own house after everything you've done to me?
You gotta be kidding me. But all of the choices that I made were made given that I'd be able to live in that house. It was the biggest integer in my equation to a dream life.
And why should I care? If you want to live in my house, then I'm gonna need you to pay some rent. Or you can buy the whole thing off of me with one-time payment.
I need to pay you rent or buy the whole house off you.
The rent will be $5,000 a month. If you're thinking of buying, then it'll cost you about $5 million.
What? How would I be able to pay an amount like that?
But if you can't pay for it, then don't ask for it.
But
A small apartment suits the two of you better anyways. You won't be setting a single foot in my house ever again.
my dream house, my mansion.
It's my mansion, Dan. Whatever. I hope you have a happy life together with Abby. Goodbye. Jess! It's an emergency! I just got called out by Mom and Dad. They said that they weren't going to let me live in their house if I'm going to get married with Dan. They just dumped all of my belongings out onto the lawn and told me that they're not my parents anymore. It's fine, Abby. Even if you lost your parents, you gain a great husband who's going to take care of you for the rest of your life, right? If your family throws you away, then just make a new family. Ugh! You're not helping! All I did was pursue my own feelings. And that's all he did too. But Mom and Dad side with you. As always, just because you're a little bit smarter than me. Why does everyone side with you instead of me? This isn't fair. This is completely fair, Abby. All I did was work hard and try to make subtle but consistent progress since I was little. And everyone knows that I earned everything that I have right now. That's why they side with me. I'm not like you, who never worked hard for anything and kept putting off your responsibilities. We each had a fair chance at life, and I made the most of it. You dove for expedient pleasure every time it was offered, and this is where it got you. When did I ever not work hard? For starters, you never did your homework or studied simply because you didn't want to. Whenever our parents tried to find your passion for you, like that soccer club or the spelling bee, you just whine about not wanting to be there and slack off. They tried to get you to learn how to play the piano, but you threw a tantrum and ripped up the music sheets and ran off. Anytime our parents would try to help you get back on your track, you would just run away from the opportunity. That's what sets us apart. I never ran away from an opportunity, no matter how intimidating it is. What was I supposed to do? I don't want to do what I don't want to do. You only get to use that as an excuse up until 3rd grade, Abby. But you never grew up. You never got a proper job because you were afraid of the commitment. And even for part-time jobs that don't require much commitment, you still have never kept the same job for more than a week. I'm surprised that Mom and Dad even kept dealing with your bullshit up until this point. That's just how large their hearts are. But you still manage to fail them. Take initiative, Abby. Take initiative for once in your life. Ugh, stop telling me everything I already know. You'd never understand how someone who can't carry out life with ease like you can. Don't tell me that you can't, when you've never tried for a single time in your life. And you know what? You'd never understand how I have to feel either. how it feels to have your fiancé taken away from your own little sister. Do you think you have it difficult compared to me? Do you? You know what? Maybe I should sue you too. It doesn't matter whether you're my sister or you're my family or whatever. You need to take responsibility for harming me like this. Hold on. Please, just take a deep breath. You're really going to sue your own sister for money? Even though we're family? How could you do that to me? How could you ruin my marriage? You know what? I have some dignity, unlike you. Get away from me, somewhere far away. If you do that, then I won't sue you. Really? So I won't have to pay you any money? But you need to do it right now. Leave this down. Right now. I'll be right on it. You'll never have to see my face ever again.
Sorry about everything that's happened lately, Jess. I really do regret every single part of it from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, really? You regret doing all of this?
Yeah. I can't believe that I even had the thought of leaving you to marry your little sister. I was crazy. But I'm glad to be able to tell you that it was all a misunderstanding.
What?
I never even imagined that you were the one who built that mansion on your own. I mean, your parents seem very kind and hardworking, so I completely thought that they owned the house. I mean, they even have a daughter like your younger sister, but they still live in a house like that, so it's only natural to think that they have the financial freedom to choose to keep raising her at this age, you know? I was practically set up to believe in all of that.
I was the one who continued to raise my sister, Dan. And I paid a full fee for this house, including her portion.
I'm so sorry. All of these misunderstandings blinded me from the right choice, and they forced me to do what I did. And I even went as far as to cheat on you with your own sister. But I'm very proud to tell you that I already broke up with her. So please, give me a second chance.
What? You broke up with her? I thought she was the love of your life. What a waste.
I gave some deep thought to it, and it turned out that she wasn't the love of my life at all.
What?
I was jealous of the way you were so successful, and I wanted to feel the feeling of someone needing me unconditionally. But deep down, it was always you that I loved.
I've never heard such an unromantic confession of love, and I've never felt my heart beat so slowly than before.
Please don't say that. What do you say? Would you like to start over with me? I promise that I'll make you the happiest girl in the world. No matter how many raises you get, and no matter how successful you become. I'll never do such a thing, or feel that way. I'll cheer you on. So please, give me one last chance. Will you please marry me?
Why would I marry an idiot like you? And I'll be suing you.
What?
I promised Abby that I wouldn't sue her as long as I never see her face again. But you're a different case. I expect to never see you again. And on top of that, I'll have you pay for all the things in my life that you've taken away.
You gotta be kidding. Can you at least give me a promise to keep in exchange for not being sued too?
Alright, then I won't sue you if you're able to buy my mansion from me.
Buy your mansion?
Yes. You can't? Alright. I guess you broke our promise then. I'll be contacting you through my lawyer in a few days. If you truly regret everything you've done, then I expect you to make the full payment.
Please, hold on, Jess. Look, can we just meet in person, talk things out? I'm sure you'll feel differently once you see my face in person.
I have no choice but to punch your face once I see it in person, so I think I'm good. Goodbye. After suing Dan in court, I was able to receive a decent amount of money for compensation fees. On top of that, we officially resolved our engagement. Since Abby promised to never show her face to me again, I have never even heard of her, and no one knows what she's doing or where she is right now. Apparently my parents know all about where she is and what she does, but they seem utterly and completely done with Abby. So it seems that they have no intention in seeing her ever again, regardless of this knowledge. My ex, Dan, had spent all of his savings to pay the court fees, so he tried to move back in with his parents, but they rejected him after hearing what he'd done to me. and I heard that none of his relatives are speaking to him ever again. Even his friends would mock him for wasting such a good opportunity, and now he lives in a small apartment, going back and forth from work and on there. I, on the other hand, have been working hard every day after all of this, because I believe that the people who work hard should be able to make the most out of life. And I have no intention in letting my crappy ex get in the way of achieving that. I'll never acknowledge you as my mother. Divorce my dad right now. How dare you get married while I'm away at my friend's place? This just goes to prove how much you two don't care about my well-being. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm the first priority in this household? If I don't allow it, then that marriage is not valid. I'm sorry, honey. Today was the only day that I and your father were able to go to the city hall together. I've been very busy with moving in. Please understand. Don't call me honey. I'm not your honey. And I don't allow you to move in with us either. Why do I have to live with an ugly old lady like you? Ugly old lady? But I thought you were all for the marriage. I only said that because we were in front of my dad. Deep down, I hate even thinking about you two getting married. I didn't know you were so against it, honey. Well, you should have noticed without me having to tell you. Any normal person would have noticed that they are way out of my dad's league if they were you. Really? Oh, stop acting so surprised. Ignorance isn't cute when you're 40. I guess a lot of old people are just like this. You probably don't have a sense of embarrassment. I mean, if you did, you probably wouldn't have been able to live with yourself up until this age. If I were you, I'd borrow money from everyone I can just to get plastic surgery and fix it. Wow. You really thought of me in that kind of way? If it still isn't obvious enough to you, yes. I've thought of you this way ever since the day I first laid my eyes on you. I couldn't decide on which eye to look at when talking to you since they're so far apart. Why on earth would Dad get himself stuck with a lady like this? As you know, my father is an extremely handsome engineer at Megatech Company. He had every single person in the whole country to choose from, and he chose you? I mean, it's true that a lot of ladies were interested in him. I want to become an influencer when I'm older. An influencer? I think that's amazing. And so, I've been working on my social media lately. I have a pretty decent amount of followers, and I was also voted for homecoming queen at school. The next move I need to make is to make sure that I don't have anything on my track record that could cancel me in the future. Don't you see? I've planned out my life perfectly. Yes, I think it's very impressive that you already decided what your passion is and what you want to pursue in the future. And I think it's great that you're planning ahead like this. I'm going to talk about how I help kids in Kenya through a program there, on the stage of Miss America. I'll use that as leverage to boost my success as an influencer. Therefore, I can't have you getting in the way of that. How would I get in your way in accomplishing all of that? I mean, my dad is handsome, but my mom was out of this world beautiful. We were known around the town as the best-looking family you could ever find. But my dad decides to ruin it all by getting remarried to some ugly old lady. Is he stupid? Is his eyesight starting to fog up or something? What's gotten into him? I should just have stuck to my mother if I was going to have to deal with this crap. If you really feel that way, then you can go ahead, Tori. My husband and I have no intention of getting divorced anyways. And you were initially saying that you wanted to be with your mother. I really gave thought to it, and changed my mind. Dad makes a lot more money compared to my mom, and people will probably receive the information better if I tell them that I was raised by my father alone. What do you mean by better? Oh well, I'm going to have to give a speech about my upbringing and all of that at the Miss America contest, right? If people believe that I was raised alone by my dad, I could talk about how I did all of the housework while simultaneously keeping up with my studies. They'll think I'm perfect. I mean, who doesn't love a cute girl who's also a hard worker? Even I'm impressed by how mature I am to be thinking about my branding already.
I mean, you're not wrong about it being impressive to see you giving thought to your brand, but...
Well, then you'd surely understand how you're getting in the way of my journey, right? Right now, you have two choices. Either split with my dad so I can go with a single father story, or get some plastic surgery done and fix your face so everyone can think I'm from a perfect family.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of doing either of those. I'm happily married to your dad and I like it how I look right now.
Talking to you is like talking to a brick wall. How can you not see that you're ugly? Whatever. Fine. Then I'll take initiative. I'll make sure that you and my dad get divorced no matter what.
I don't know what you're intending, but I feel like we should really just have a family meeting once. You can tell your dad about how you feel about me there, and I would really be happy if you could listen to what me and your father have to say. Tori?
Is this Lori's number?
Yes. Who is this?
My name's Julia. I'm Carl's ex-wife and Tori's mother. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. May I ask how you learned my number?
I had Tori tell me.
Oh, okay. Can I help you with anything?
Tori seemed like she had something to say, so I thought that I had to reach out to you to clear the water as her mother.
What could that be?
I'll be just straightforward with this. Could you please get divorced with Carl?
Why on earth would I do that? Are you telling me this because Tori said that she wanted us to split?
That's one of the reasons, of course. I mean, my precious daughter is going to have to live under the same roof as the woman that my ex-husband chooses. She should at least have a say about it too. She's telling me that she's already sensing that she'll end up suffering if you two get married. Do you want that to happen to her?
Of course not. I mean, she's at an age where any teenager would be sensitive toward any type of change. And me getting married to her father is a big change. So Carl and I have talked already about me not being completely accepted as a mother by Tori, but accepting it as is. I mean, Tori is already a senior in high school. I really do believe that she's at an age where talking about the terms of living together and showing that I care will definitely help us accept each other.
I really don't think Tori is ever gonna accept you, and this isn't just about Tori. I want my husband back.
You want him back? But there's a reason that you two got divorced in the first place because you cheated on him, right?
How do you know about that?
He told me everything about his past before we got married. How he was abandoned by his ex-wife. He said he wanted me to decide whether to accept his proposal after being provided with that information, and I told him that regardless of those things, I wanted to marry him.
I was young and stupid back then. It has nothing to do with our circumstances right now.
I heard that you cheated on him 3 times, and that you'd spend money from his bank account from the house to take your other boyfriends on dates and trips. You didn't even do much housework even though you didn't work, right?
I was busy.
You were busy messing around with other men, right? He even told me that you wouldn't make dinner for Tori and you'd just leave some money on the counter so she could get something herself. After hearing all of those things, objectively, do you think that he really wouldn't consider getting back together with you and getting himself into all that trouble again?
None of that matters. He's probably missing my beautiful face by now. I even heard from Tori that you haven't been doing any work around the house either.
What?
Yeah, you've been making Carl do everything for the two of you, just like me, haven't you? Actually, I'm working just like he is. So we've decided that the person who has the capacity at the time should take over and do the housework, while the other focuses on work. So it's not like either of us are being forced to do all of the work. Please stop with the excuses. Just know that Carl is meant to be with me and only me. Give me my house back, and Tori is my daughter. Again, I have no intention of getting divorced from Carl. Why are you so stubborn? I finally understand why Tori despises you. It's so stressful to even talk to you. I'm going to save my daughter and husband from you no matter what. You better be prepared for what's coming at you. I'm not sure what you're plotting right now, but if you harm us in any way, you should be prepared to receive some type of payback. You're an adult too, so you should understand that. Tori, I need you to come home right now. We need to talk.
What? I'm about to go to an open campus event, so I'm busy. I'm gonna trade numbers with seniors and build a network. That way, I can use them whenever I need help with anything.
If you're not coming back, then I need you to delete your posts on social media right now.
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. You know what I'm talking about. The pictures that you posted of me? Like the one when you took a picture of my face while I was sleeping on the couch? You're trying to spread a bad impression of me, aren't you?
No idea what you're talking about. I'm just showing my daily life to all of my friends. Is there something wrong with that? You just happened to be there when I took the pictures.
You want to become an influencer, right? Well, you're not gonna get too far if you don't know how to take into account that not everyone wants that exposure, especially those who are surrounding you.
What are you getting all worked up about?
Anyone would get worked up if you did what you did to me, and even the captions on a post. Why do you keep writing lies on there?
The one that says that my new mother won't do any housework? Or is it the one that I wrote about you not preparing any lunch for me, so I have to do it by myself every day? Wait, is it the one that says that you ignore me and won't talk to me even when I approach you? These are all facts. I don't see the problem.
I actually do take care of the house. It's just that me and your father takes turns and the one who isn't too busy takes over. And I do prepare lunch for you. Just snap at me when I try to give it to you and leave it at home. And I have never ignored you in my life. You know that's the other way around.
This is all part of the branding. I'm trying to brand myself by giving everyone the impression that I'm having to go through the hardship of dealing with an evil stepmom who treats me horridly. That way, everyone's going to feel sympathetic towards me. As a result, they're going to give me credit for just living with you. Everyone hates you, but they love me. Thanks to that. You know, up until now, all of my followers were just girls around my age and older guys with no lives. But now, even mothers of your age are starting to follow me. And that is a huge step in becoming Miss America.
But every single thing that you've posted so far is a complete lie.
That doesn't matter. As long as Dad feels bad for me and gets divorced from you, and I earn the reputation that I want while getting into my dream college, I win! I'm going to become Miss America.
How many times do I have to tell you that I have no intention whatsoever to get divorced from your dad?
I'll give you 1 week.
Can we please just talk this out? Please? Tori?
Did you not hear me when I told you that I was going to give you 1 week? Since you decided not to listen, I went ahead and turned in the divorce paper for you two. Now you and my dad are complete strangers. I could write a whole book about this story. An evil stepmother tried to rip her family apart, but Tori Stevens persevered and brought her mother and father back together. Now she's become Miss America.
This is definitely making to the headlines in the newspaper. Well then, since you're a stranger to me and my dad, I'm going to need you to leave the house.
Shut up. You're the one who's leaving the house.
Whoa, who do you think you are?
I'm your father.
Huh? Stop messing around. I'm not joking. I already turned the divorce paper in.
You're the one who needs to stop messing around, Tori. Tori, you're already 18. You're an adult. How could you end up this immature, honey?
Daddy?
I'm using Lori's phone to talk to you right now, and I've read all of the messages that you've sent to her. I finally understand the whole situation.
Wait, Daddy, it's not what it looks like.
What do you mean it's not what it looks like? You know, I thought that all was going well, judging from the way you were acting at home. But judging from all of these horrible things you've been saying to Lori, I guess I was wrong. I'm disappointed in you, but I'm also disappointed in myself for letting you end up like this.
No, we're actually very close in real life, but Lori and I were just messing around through text. That's really all there is to this. Right, Lori? You can tell him.
Do you really think that's even an excuse? You gave your mother Lori's number, didn't you? And you even went as far as to post her on social media in offensive ways.
Oh, wait, so you've read every single one of our texts?
Yeah. Even the way you ignored Lori's kind request to remove the pictures from your social media. And that story about your captions. I did not raise you to become a person who lies and harms other people for her own benefit. Do you think I let you have your own phone so you could do things like this to other people?
Daddy, please just listen. This is all for my future. It was all necessary for me to brand myself and raise my chances to win the Miss America competition.
And it doesn't matter if someone else might get hurt in the process, as long as you attain the future that you want, right?
Well...
You're just like your mother. People like you are always the same. Even when I found out about your mother's affair, and the way she would spend my money to buy things for other men, she would say that it was necessary, because she needed to interact more with other people and learn about the world, whatever that means.
Mommy cheated on you?
Yeah, over and over again. That's why she and I ended up splitting.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, that's the reason why we had to get a divorce. I told Lori about this already, and I thought that I should tell you too, since you're almost an adult. But now, you're also trying to hurt others, just like your mother. You've been plotting to spread a story that Lori tore me and your mother apart, and get pitied for it, right?
No, this was all just a big misunderstanding. Don't worry, now that I know what really happened, I'll accept her as my mother. It's all okay.
No, Tori, it's not okay.
Of course it is. We can just continue on with the lives that we're living right now.
I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Uh-huh? What does that mean?
It means that after everything you've done, we can't just go back to normal. You can't just do those things and say that it was all a big misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding because you did what you did, and that's all there is to it. You called her an ugly old lady and criticized her for every single aspect that consists her as a person. You even went as far as to turn in a divorce paper without our permission.
I can explain that.
There's nothing to explain, honey. Doing something like that and making harmful posts on social media, you should know that none of that is okay. And it scares me that you don't have the moral capacity to understand things like that. I'm sorry, but I can't be your father anymore.
What do you mean you can't be my father? You are my father.
No, I have no intention of splitting with Lori. So you can go ahead and live with your mother. It seems like your mother wants that too, so I'm sure she'll welcome you over at her place.
No, I want to live with you, Daddy. You know that Mommy can't afford to raise me. She doesn't even work.
I have no intention to pay for your college tuition, but I'll give your mother the money that she needs to raise you until high school graduation. Make sure to finish packing up by tomorrow so you can move out.
Daddy, please don't do this to me. I don't want to move in with Mommy.
I'm gonna hand the phone back to Lori, so make sure you apologize for everything.
Hey, Tori. It's Lori.
I'm so sorry for everything I've said and done to you. Please, just let this slide this once. I need to live with my dad. Please convince him. My whole future plan is going to collapse if I end up moving out.
No can do. Sorry. You should have apologized before everything got out of hand. You're already 18, aren't you? And you keep talking about your future plans to become Miss America. But you should know that the institution isn't stupid, and they can see right through your lies.
Why would they be able to see through my lies?
It's easy. I'm one of the judges.
What?
I've been a judge for about a decade now. I met your father at the event when he came as a representative of one of the sponsoring companies.
How have I not heard about this now?
I'm sorry, but now that I know what kind of person you are and the lies about all of your stories, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ban you from the competition as a judge. I mean, I may not be a judge by the time you apply, but I'll sure be very descriptive about who you are and what you've done.
I can't believe this. You're one of the judges?
Yes, but I don't think I'll ever judge you.
Wait, what do I need to do to have you make me win? This means that I have a connection that could possibly let me win, right? Thank God you're my mother.
Your mother is Julia, right?
I would never call someone like that my mother. Now that I think of it, she would never ever bother making me lunch the way you did for me.
Look at yourself. Switching sides as soon as you feel that someone is no longer of use to you. You just keep giving me reasons as to why you shouldn't be able to compete and waste everyone else's time. We are strictly looking for empowered women with both impressive looks and mentalities, who we feel are competent to change the world. I really don't see you getting anywhere.
Please.
Carl and I had a long talk while you were gone, and the two of us came to the conclusion that your existence in our household is unhealthy for both of us. You hate me as a person, and I wouldn't be able to take being hated on for the rest of my life in my own house. Having you move out is the better option for all of us.
I'll love you as my mother from now on, I swear.
Do you really think that I can trust those words after everything? Seriously.
I'll be a whole person starting tomorrow, I swear.
I'm sorry, but there's no trust between us anymore, and I feel that it's going to end up being the better choice to go to Julia's place as well. I heard that your high school is pretty close to her house, and even though we won't be paying for your college tuition, there still are tons of college scholarships out there.
Please help me convince Dad. I need a college education.
You just want the name of a nice school on your resume, right? If you want to make dreams come true, then at least try to grab them yourself without shoving other people down a hole in the process.
But
become an amazing young lady that would make us regret ever banning you from the competition. I wish you the best of luck. Please pack up your things and be ready to move out by tomorrow.
Wait! Lori! Let's talk! Please, let's have a family meeting and discuss the future as a family. Please don't leave me at a dead end like this.
Tori's father and I never ended up forgiving her, and she ended up moving out of our house and going to live with her mother. Since her mother has horrible spending habits, Carl and I decided that we should hand it over to Tori monthly. After that, I heard that Tori was unable to save up for college or focus on her GPA, and ended up finding a job after high school graduation. Apparently, Julia is also trying to re-enter society and find a job, so I hope the two are able to learn how to care for others through this experience.
Emma, how are you living in a condo with no job? I'm so jealous.
What?
I heard from mother-in-law that you moved out of the house. You guys started living in a condo?
Yes. Why are you asking?
What's with the attitude? I just asked. So, are you still sponging off your parents? Wow, aren't you embarrassed?
Oh, Sophia? What are you talking about me having no job? I do have a job.
Probably a low-paying job, right?
Excuse me? When did I ever tell you about my job?
Never. You never tell me where you work and your annual income, so doesn't that mean that you're poor?
What?
You even live with your parents. That jumps into conclusion that you're living off your parents' money. Wow, I'm so pissed. David and I work so hard every day but can't have a luxurious life.
Why are you attacking me though?
Do you think you won in life living there? You are a miserable person.
What?
I heard some things about you from mother-in-law and David. Seems like you get really nervous easily. So you failed SAT 3 times and ended up going to a community college. Unlike David, who went to a top university, right?
I'm really proud to have David as a brother. He was a really smart kid growing up because he passed the SAT even though he started studying a month before. He is the total opposite of me.
Exactly. For someone who went to community college, you have some nerve to be relying on your parents. You are so immature for your age.
Immediately after. Hey Mom, did you tell David about moving into the condo?
Why, I just told them that we will be moving in. That's it.
I just got a chat from Sophia and she said how I don't have a job and how I rely on your money.
You didn't tell her that this condo is yours, right?
Wait, you didn't say that this condo is not mine, but yours? So, that's why Emma is saying all these things to me.
I am not lying though. She just misunderstood. That's it.
Really?
Yes, because when I told her that we moved into a condo, she was really happy for us. I can't say that it's yours after she said that.
Mom, you should have corrected yourself. And how are you living with me?
Are you kidding me? If I say that, I will be embarrassed. It seems as if I'm relying on you.
Aren't you though?
Yes. You were a failure since you were a kid. You were an embarrassment to our family and still are.
Well, even though I'm a failure, I worked my ass off and was able to buy this place. I will never be good for you, am I?
Shut up! Don't be cocky just because you bought this place.
I'm not being cocky. By the way, you didn't tell David about your company back home, right?
That's none of your business.
We are a family, so it does matter. So, looks like the company's finance dropped and almost is going bankrupt, right? And you sold your house to pay the debt, which resulted you to having no money, and since you had nowhere else to go, you decided to come to my place. Why don't you just tell David everything?
Absolutely not. I will talk about it when I want to. David told me that he wants to take over the company, so...
Wow. You should really talk to him before he finds out, though.
I know that. You better not talk about this to him, okay? All you need to do is shut up.
2 months later.
Oh, wow. I love the view from this place. I am so excited to live here.
What?
Too bad. We already brought in our things. I will kindly throw away your things once everything is settled.
What's going on? Why are you bringing your things to my place?
My place? What are you talking about? This is your mother's place. Are you stupid?
Excuse me?
Sorry to say this, but we will be living here from today with your parents. So why don't you go live somewhere else?
Why am I kicked out and you guys moved in? I can't believe this. Please leave my place immediately.
Your opinion doesn't matter, you know. Your mom allowed us to move in here.
Huh. Really?
Yeah. Also, seems like she doesn't want to live with you. So that's why she asked me if I want to move in with David today, since you are going on a business trip overseas.
Wow.
You've got to have some nerve to be traveling overseas with your parents' money. Have you done something nice to them?
Yes, I've actually have. When they were in trouble, I did whatever I can to do to help them. But looks like they didn't appreciate it.
Oh my god, they asked a failure like you for help? You're lying, right? Anyways, we will be living here from now on, so get the fuck out of here.
Sure, I will gladly do that.
What?
Thank you so much for living there for me. Living together was hell. Phew.
Wait, why are you appreciating me? You're not pissed?
It cost pretty good money, but you guys have no problem paying it off since you two graduated from a top university and working at a big company, right?
Hold up. This place is not yours though.
Yes, it is. Didn't I tell you this before? When I bought this condo, my parents came and cried that they have no house. So they asked if it's okay to live there. So the nice person that I am, I let them live there.
What?
Can't believe that my parents said that about me. I was actually thinking about kicking them out soon, but because they never said the word thank you to me, there's no need to do that. So, thank you.
This is just a joke, right? Wait, there is no way you can buy this place though. How?
Let me tell you something. I actually make $1 million at least every month.
What?
A few of my friends and I formed a company together, and today is our business trip overseas, so there is no time for a vacation.
You formed a company? I didn't hear about this. Even mother-in-law and David didn't tell me.
Yeah, I hid it from everyone because since childhood, I was made fun of calling me a failure. So that's why I didn't talk to them about my job or how much money I make.
You're kidding me, right? No, this is not possible. That's more than our yearly household income.
If you don't believe this, why don't you ask Mom? She knows everything, so that's why she's living with me. Okay, well, I need to get back to work. One more thing. I will be selling the condo when I come home, so be prepared to leave. 2 hours later.
Why did you tell them everything? I told you not to say anything.
Don't you think that I am the one that should be mad? Why did you let them move in without my permission and kick me out? Can't believe you're acting like this even though I helped you through hard times.
Shut up! Don't be cocky just because you earn a lot of money.
Excuse me?
You didn't help us. You just did what every kid would do. It's the kid's job to help parents when they are in trouble. We even raised you, so isn't it normal for you to let us stay? Stop saying things like you helped us because you didn't.
Oh, so that's why you never said thank you to me.
I actually want to leave here as soon as possible, but our company is in a case of bankruptcy, so that's why I decided to be head of the household while you were going on your business trip. This was actually part of my plan. You didn't tell David about this, right?
What plan? What are you talking about?
The plan to let David take over the company. To be honest, I want him to take over after the company recovers, but I don't know what will happen. He might not want to take over because of this, but living here was the way to hide that.
What kind of parent are you?
I am not giving it to him. I am letting him take over because he said he wanted to.
And what did he say?
He said no, and said that he can't work at a company that is about to go bankrupt.
I knew he would say that.
Why? I raised him with love, and he even went to a top university, unlike you. I also made a brilliant plan to live here to make him believe that our company is stable. All I wanted him to do is take over, recover the company, and buy this place so that we could live together.
Did you really think that your stupid plan would work?
Who should I ask then? David declined, so there is nobody.
How about me? My company is really successful now.
Really?
Just kidding. Don't you think you will ask a failure like me, right? Well, even though you ask me, I will say no. So yeah, gotta go back to work. Hope you are able to have David take over the company. The next day.
Emma, please help me. Your mother won't shut up since yesterday. I can't believe she made us believe that the company is successful by living here. I want to leave, but she is not letting me.
I'm pretty sure that she has a lot going on. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you take over their company?
What? No way. Wait, she's also telling me that if we move, she and her husband wants to come too.
Really?
Yeah, they said that they will close down the company and wants us to look after them.
Wow, I'm not surprised. They have nothing left, so I guess you guys are the only ones they can reach out to, huh?
I don't want to live like this, but when I tell them that, they get pissed off. They also said that lying is an act of fraud. So if David says that he doesn't want to take over the company, they are threatening him to pay fraud compensation.
Oh, wow.
If this happens, can you take care of it? I want to come in peace. I mean, you earn money more than us, so...
Yeah, I should have enough money, but hell no.
Why?
Because she hates me. Plus, she said that she wants to kick me out and live with you guys. So that is why it's your job to take care of her.
No! I'm totally fine to take care of them if their company is stable, but they have no money in-house. They're just going to be a waste of space.
Damn, you are so mean.
Can you take care of her, please? Actually, I never told you this, but we are in a really bad state now. David is about to get fired from his job and there's no way I can pay for poor people.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Since we are tight on money, I thought that living with your mom at a condo will be nice because we don't need to pay rent. Can't believe she lied to us.
Well, it must be tough for you. But you guys are top university graduates, so I'm pretty sure that you guys will be just okay. Good luck.
No, please.
When I come home, I will change my number and will not tell you my new address. Oh, and also, I don't think that you guys can buy the condo, so I will sell it to someone else as soon as I come home. So maybe you should start finding a new place. After the incident, after coming home from a business trip, I sold the condo and moved to a small house close to the beach, living peacefully. I asked the contractor to take care of everything for me, and I never saw my parents nor David and his wife ever again. I heard that my parents' company went bankrupt, and due to poor management, they ended up with tens of millions of debt. They went crying to David, and now living in a very small apartment, crammed with 4 people.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.